You met this guy while you were dating.
Yeah.
While you were dating in the 10-year relationship.
Yeah.
I feel like the men should always chase the women.
Divorced men are the best type of men to date.
Being playful and flirty, I was like, did you just want to go on a walk so you could parade me around the town? You're hot, but you're not that hot.
We could go our whole lives without you.
You actually want to go to Japan because of someone like me?
He got him one, and he couldn't be happier. Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
I left a 10-year relationship and I started seeing this guy from Alaska. We're both born and raised there.
So you met this guy while you were dating.
Yeah.
While you were dating in the 10-year relationship.
Yeah.
She belongs to the streets.
I met him and we met on a night out and
The art of monkey branching. He said that purposely. He said he wanted to insinuate and point that fact out to the audience. He think he's slick. That was good though, that she did that. And we all totally understand. That's not a flex.
it was just very casual and the chemistry was there and he just treated me well. Someone that I didn't have any expectations of a relationship with. Meeting him just gave me the perspective that I needed to leave the relationship that I was in, that I wasn't being treated the way that I deserve.
Was it like a girls' night or something that did it?
No, I was in Anchorage. On Instagram, he posted he was going out bowling, and I was like, I want to go bowling too. Like, where are we pulling up together? Basically, is what happened.
Was she right? No, she wasn't right to leave her ex. She was in a 10-year relationship. Things probably got real boring. After 10 years, especially for women, things get extremely boring. And the man got left. I don't know, but to me, it's no excuse. Maybe he was down and out. I have no idea why she left. I don't know. I can't call it, but the monkey branch game is serious. Let me get on to the next one.
More invested.
100% if the guy is more invested. It has to be the guy is more invested.
Why? Why do you feel that way?
I don't know. I just feel like psychologically, I feel like the men should always chase the women. Traditionally, you know, obviously women can come first and say something to the man and be interested first, but I think for the relationship to work, the men always have to be more interested in the women.
Is that how he got you, by chasing you?
110% on his hands and knees.
I say, hold up, wait a minute.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so he begged for you, basically.
Yeah, we broke up for a little bit, and for a little bit, I mean like 2 years.
Something ain't right. So it's fair to say that he was simping over you.
Yes, 100%, yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts? Should a man or a woman be more invested emotionally?
I say neither. I think they both have to be equally invested in order to make it work.
She got that whip ready to crack it. And she already cracked it on him by him begging. No, man, I'm supposed to be more invested. What do you mean both? Well, he's right with both, though. Both should be. He's right. I'm wrong. Sorry. But a woman should be more invested first, and then a man should reciprocate that energy, right? It's not going to work if the woman has no interest. As you see, she said he was pretty much chasing her around. He got her. He waited his chance. He probably was on the phone with her. Oh, babe, don't let him long stroke you like that, babe. Why are you recording it, babe? I'm just saying, he's probably a cuck. Who knows what happened? But still, a woman has to be more invested.
I think it's kind of one of those sayings, like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So it's like, I can chase her all day, but if she doesn't put any effort, then I don't get anything out of it.
Right.
Same goes for the other person. So both people have to be, I hear the term 50-50 a lot, but I think both parties have to be 100-100.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But I know it's not a 50-50 relationship. Definitely. He's chasing around, spending all the bread. And that's why you don't do all the chasing like that, right? Because the man usually gets the shorter than the stick. I'm not just defending men. I'm being real. I'm being realistic. So, no, never chase. Just replace. Get that together and you'll be all right.
Divorced men are the best type of men to date. in my opinion, and this is going off of experience and also being a divorcee, I find that divorced men are already made husbands. So it makes it so much easier, in my opinion, to date a man who's already been married, has been accustomed to being a husband, and has an idea of where he effed up at and knows what he's going to try to fix. Don't get me wrong, there are cons as well. The con is usually child support. It's usually co-parenting with the ex-wife. It could be things that he has to still work through that scarred him from his marriage before, because for some reason we think that men, they don't feel anything, but they go through just as much as we do when it comes to divorce, probably. Obviously, unless they cheated, but we're not going to talk about those type of men, because not every man that's gone through divorce is a man that's cheated. There's a lot of really good men who wound up in divorce because their wives got bored, because maybe he wasn't doing things that she wanted him to do and they grew apart. There's so many reasons why a man can go through a divorce, and it has nothing to do with cheating. Because of that, this again makes him even more prone to be ready to just like fix it, especially if he's a man who actually enjoys being a husband, because there are men who love taking care of their woman. They take pride in that. Like I said, doesn't mean it's going to be perfect, but I found that divorced men are easier to date based off of what I was looking for. He had kids. He understood, legacy. He understood commitment. He understood all these things. My husband was divorced. I was divorced. So when we came together, we was like, it took us like much less time to identify we wanted each other, ask each other the proper questions, and say, you know what? You're going to be the person that I'm with. It's easy to do that when you've gone through a marriage and you know your strengths and your weaknesses. You know what your ex kept telling you need to work on. So you know what to work on. But again, it's my unpopular opinion. I think some people would rather run away from them. Personally, if you were my coaching client, I would tell you to snatch you a divorced man who did not go through divorce because of cheating.
At the end of that, she told me exactly what I wanted to hear. If you were my coaching client, right? Well, I'm the lady's coaching client right now. Lady, if you're seeing this, I'm saying this for men, actually. This is for the men, because I'm talking to the men, right? You're in the West. You want to stay in the West. I'll tell you to date abroad, but I say this. You can't go abroad because not everybody can jump on a plane and travel and live on the other side of the world. Just love her, be her man. But at that point, I know how guys feel. They don't want to be faithful again. If you're a guy like me, not want to be faithful again, they don't want to get married again. If you're a guy like me, you're going to feel like you want to get married. So a person like me is going to feel like I have to leave, because being married with the rules the way they are in the West is just a no-no for me. But for you guys, you don't want to get married, I say be with her and just don't get married, and you'll be all right until something happens. But you can't date with what ifs, right? Those what ifs have to be, okay, if this happens, I won't stress that I'll get another one. I say it all the time about guys that want to travel overseas and get themselves a woman. Date a woman, they don't go right, let it go. And I suggest to go for the badge. Go for the ones that you feel will be worth your time, as far as you wasting your time, or if you feel like you're gonna be wasting your time. But I say get the one that's you don't mind wasting the time with. Me, I chose Christianity. Some guys may choose looks. It's different reasons why guys want to get married or be with a person. But I say, what you choose, make sure it's right for you.
So many black mothers treat their daughters like
your mama is a narcissist, honey. Nobody taught black women about narcissistic abuse. We're just now learning about it.
Oh, here we go again.
If your mama treated you like the entire childhood, guess where she got it? She got it from your grandparents. And they got it from their parents and their parents and grandparents. That's the generational curse that people are referring to. And black people think it came from the slave masters. Honey, let me tell y'all something. Narcissistic abuse is biblical. Go through the Bible. There's so many stories of demonic behavior. Queen Jezebel, Pharaoh, too many narcissists, Judas, were all in the Bible. The slave master didn't start. He just basically passed the baton. So that's why your mama's jealous, competitive, gossipy, like she can't stand you. It has nothing to do with you. She's just a narcissistic demon.
She got a point there. Because that's all I hear her talk about. She bashed Pastor Bros before. I'm sure you guys seen that video. But yeah, this woman just narcissist. But she's right. She broke it down in biblical terms. I said, yeah, that is true. There were people like that back in the day. It's been happening since the beginning of time. And she's right. There's so many narcissists. And they get it from the person before them. And the person before them was the man that created all this nonsense. But I want to get into that.
I'm going to protect you from this man because he hides in plain sight, okay? Ladies, never with a guy that tries to playfully humble you. In my personal experience and in my opinion, men that do this, they do this when you are a really pretty girl and they know that you get attention from everybody and anybody. So they try to give you a type of attention that you are not accustomed to. And they try to make it seem like you're not as cute as you think that you are. I'll never forget, I was on this date with this guy and he was like Henry Cavill build, really cute, had a really deep voice, but like he liked the own sound of his voice too much. I could tell. We met at the bar, blah, blah, squad, we're vibing or whatever. And then he's like, hey, do you want to go out for a walk? And it was a beautiful summer day. I'm like, yeah, sure, absolutely. And so me being playful and flirty, I was like, did you just want to go on a walk so you could parade me around the town? And he said, you're hot, but you're not that hot.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And a really classy response whenever a man tries to humble you is just to say, excuse me? I don't think I'm the right audience for your humor. Because what you said wasn't funny. But bestie, why did he say that to me though? Like, the audacity, I swear.
It worked. It's funny. In the last video I made, the woman said the same thing. The guy said this, and it worked on her too. It worked. I knew right away when she cursed, when she got out of her character and started cursing. She said, "Bitch." I said, he struck a nerve. She didn't got in the feelings. He got her, and he didn't even disrespect her. And it's wild because the way he did it was understandable. That's how you're supposed to humble a woman as a man, right? He didn't flip on her. Now, if he could have flipped on her and made it crazy, but very simple. You're not even that cute. I don't even like you like that. Of course, you're not gonna say that because you're with her, but humbled, quiet, ready to fight, actually. But that's how it goes.
It's what we do, right? Yeah.
By women because it was finally legalized to not be owned by men. There is a reason why women do not want to be around men because they try to own them. And y'all did this for centuries. You didn't give women the right to vote. You didn't give the woman a right to her own body. We're seeing that in real time right now.
Did she say 75% of divorce? I just got to make sure. Divorces are initiated by women because men tried to hold them down for so long. Do you know how long women have been free? It's like she's like 20 years old, but she's definitely older than that. Like, were you living under a rock your whole life? So many divorces happen. 75% of them initiated by women because they want the bag, because they want to turn over a new leaf. It all can always be worked out. They don't want to work it out. Why?
Now, and no wonder women want to get away from you because you don't really have anything to offer other than your control, abuse, and violence. A man would want to get married because men will continue to pay for schmecks from women. You guys want something from us. That's the funniest part is we could go our whole lives without you if you just let us have the freedom or equality, because to you guys, us wanting equality is us wanting to have an upper hand on you. No, we just want to be equal under the system, but you will always want something from us. And then the argument is, well, women need men in order to reproduce. Women don't need to reproduce. We'll live hunky-dory for the rest of...
Can't listen to this anymore.
This happens so much. These videos like this make me sick. I don't know why women don't understand. Please, That's not my beef with you. I don't have beef with women because at all, and especially because to reproduce, like who? I don't think like that. Oh, you need us to reproduce. Oh, you need us for this. We need each other. And actually, women need men more than we need them. And that's facts. You can tell by like with the women that were like 100, the one country had about 250,000 as the entire population, and 100,000 women went on a boycott, and the country for the day ran fine. Now, if 100,000 men in that country would have boycotted for the whole day, you'd have seen garbage all over the streets. Some power lines would have probably went down, or something would have happened that caused turmoil. But the guys turn around. Yeah, guys made videos on it, but everything was fine. But let men do that. It's a nightmare.
Our lives, and we'll pick the ones that actually treat us with respect. And you know what? Like, gay men exist. I'm sure gay men will be willing to donate their sperm.
Making progress.
In order to keep the human race going. Nice try, though.
Nah, they want to get sperm from gay men. It's wild, man. It's stuff these women stoop to.
Quick question.
Okay, what's the question?
Do you actually want to go to Japan because of fabulous Japanese culture?
That?
Or do you want to go there because of someone like me?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Or is she fictional? Or am I fictional? Am I?
Because, see, what it is, guys want to go where women don't mind humbling themselves. All right? Guys want to go where women don't necessarily need to be humbled. And why don't they need to be humbled? You see how I showed a video earlier where the woman needs to be humbled. They usually don't need to be humbled because they're not so full of themselves. You won't find a Japanese woman or a woman in the Philippines or a woman from any one of these other countries. They could be from DR, they could be from Colombia, they could be from Africa, they could be anywhere. You won't see them saying they're a 10 when they're a 4. And usually they'll say they're a 4 when they're an 8 or 9. That's the difference. Like this woman here in question, right? That's in the video right now. She would probably say she's a 4. And probably in her head, she is over there. And she probably is over there. But guys will look at it and say, that's still a woman I want. Humble and appreciative. And take a look at these brothers here going to Korea. This brother went to Korea and got him one. He got him one. And he couldn't be happier. Look at that. Love. And I say for any man, that's what a lot of guys are doing. Guys are doing that and leaving because they realize whether it's what they want, whether it's what they fetishize over, right? Whether the woman fetishizing over them, doesn't matter. As long as they're getting that love that they've been longing for, or they're being appreciated. And that's why a lot of guys want to leave. Because they realize
This is the way.
Passport, bro. Passport. No. There's definitely more to life than dealing with a woman back home.
Imagine where you will be. And it will be so. Hold the line. Stay with me. Answers come.